Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the High Ticket Coaching and Consultant Strategy and Growth Show. Now, if you're watching this interview anywhere else but within our private Facebook community called High Ticket Client Traction Insider Circle, then definitely come check us out. We'd definitely love to have you. And that community was put together specifically for coaches, consultants, and service providers who are serious about getting up to that 6 and that 7-figure level. I think right now we have about 6,500 members or something in there. So if you're a coach, consultant, and service provider and not already a member, definitely come check us out. Now today, I want to introduce you to one of the members of our community, Rosana. Welcome, Rosana.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here and an honor for the opportunity.
Awesome, you're welcome. So tell us, what is it that you do?
I am a mediator, a business consultant, and executive coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I help organizations when they have a dispute resolution or a conflict among members or sometimes management or even partners. I step in to help to solve the problem. And then I do a follow-up as a business consultant to discover the reasons the dispute resolution happened in the first place. And sometimes I do just personal coaching with the executives.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So what's your backstory? How did you get started doing this type of work?
I have been in the engineering industry for 25 years, and I have a great relationship with real estate developers. And I was and still is a number one person to solve problems for cities or districts or issues in construction. So I was dealing with construction people. On the same token, I was dealing with our clients doing big developments here in Orange County, California, such as the Great Park and big names, big companies. So in that process, I discovered my desire to help people to solve problems. And then I wanted to do it on my own versus solving problem for someone else. I decided to step in as a consultant and solve problems for my clients, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a passion that I have and I have been successful because for me it's solving the problem and helping people to perform with their emotional intelligence and having a full life, not only in one area but all areas of their lives.
Love it, love it. Awesome, awesome. So in essence, what's one skill you'd say you've mastered, or really one skill you've practiced that really you believe has gotten you to your level of success today?
I believe it's my ability to see the missing piece of the puzzle that is always, when you talk about the wheel of life, and a lot of coaches use that process, or I call pillars, right? The pillars of life, the pillars of your life. Sometimes there is one area that's a little bit shortened. The numbers are not at the highest level of performance that you should be. So when one level it's not 100% good, affects all the other areas. So when I step in for a consultation or even for a dispute resolution, I usually go after the missing piece. And when you hear the person, basically it is when you hear the pain that's coming from or the pleasure that's coming from. We as humans are moved by one or the other, pain or pleasure. So when I am stepping in as a consultant, even though I'm doing mediation, but as I'm thinking as a coaching, I'm looking for the missing piece. And most of the time it's something that you heard that hurt your feelings, which I call the records of wrong of your heart, that are affecting your professional life because something else that's not related to your professional life. So when I have a chance to do one-on-one consultation, usually we look for that missing piece and I present it, put on the table, and they usually feel like, this is it, I need to work on this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting, it's always about performance, but most of the time it's one of the pillars of our lives that are being held back due to pain or unresolved issues.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what I do.
Yeah. And the pillars of our life, you mean like the whole wheel of life type model,
Yeah,
right?
yes, financially, emotional, family, a lot of our issues, a lot of our financial issues are related to our parents. I don't think people realize that, if there was a lack of love in your family as growing up, that is actually going to affect the lack of money in your life. And sometimes people work so hard to make it to the top, and then they sabotage themselves and lose everything. It's almost like a cycle, like, an addiction of continue losing what you earn or you what made it to the top. So
Mm-hmm.
my goal as a coach, helping people to stay on a constant development, no more following to the cycle, the vicious cycle of losing what you already gained. And this season we're in, more than ever, people are losing everything so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a way, there is a formula that you can stay consistently winning this battle of life and continually going towards your goal, never going back.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, awesome. Now, what about you? Are you how do you get your information? Are you a reader? Do you listen to podcasts, interviews? How do you get information?
I am a reader. I read books every single day. I have coaches, obviously. Joe Maxwell is one of my coaches, and Lance Wallno is another coach that I have. And Paul Loviera, it's another coach. So they're all different coaches, one in every area, one in leadership, one in personal growth, and one that's teaching you the tools to work with business leaders to progress. So I'm always surrounded by people that are way smarter than me. So that pushes me to the next level. Yes, reading books, even watching movies. I like to watch movies, even TV shows that are related to, I like to teach people. For example, the Blue Bloods, it's all about leadership. So I watch that and I learn a lot, make my own notes. So it's always a purpose driven life. I can't waste time. It has to be always driven to success, which success is not having money, it's just being happy with yourself, knowing that you're growing every day.
Mm-hmm. I love it, love it. Purpose-driven life. That sounds exciting, right?
Yes, absolutely. It
Mm,
has no ending. That's the beautiful part. You grow and grow and keep growing. There is no ending.
yeah. Now, what about so if you had to sum up your life in one sentence, how would you sum up based on everything you've been through, your experience? How would you sum up your life based on where you are today?
I can tell you that I live a life by design, not by default. That's the best way to define my life.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I don't
awesome.
allow anything that I don't allow any mess to mess up my life, but I use any mess that comes into my life as a message, or any trial that comes in my life, it becomes a triumph. It's always looking with the lenses of success, never being responsible for the mistakes, because there is no such a thing mistakes. It is a process of learning, right? So if you don't learn now, you're going to learn again and again and again. So I see self-responsibility. I am what I am because of my own actions. Even the people that hurt me or did things against me, they helped me to reorganize my life, to grab that mess and make a message so I can give my messages to someone else to grow with me. It's not only me, it's growing together as a society.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very passionate about that.
Yeah, yeah, that is awesome. Love it. So, how do you organize your time, right? Because do you spend when it comes to like I guess balancing work and life in general, right? How do you balance? Do you believe there is such a thing as a work-life balance, or what are your thoughts?
I do. I try my best. It's not perfect to have my priorities set on a schedule. So first thing in the morning is my meditation. Some people. I believe in God, so for me, my meditation is with God and reading something that inspires me as a person. I read the Bible because for me, the Bible is the book with 5,000 years of wisdom, and it has worked until now. I know it's going to work all the way to the end. So that's where I learn my principles of wisdom and success and all that. And then I do my workout every morning because it's body and spirit and soul. So I feed my spirit and my soul, and then the next thing I do, I go do. Now we didn't have the gym, we're still here in California, so it's kind of hard to go to the gym. So I walk every day at least 1 hour a day, and I use that time to meditate if I want to, or sometimes I'm just hungry to learn something, so I listen to one of my CDs and teachings about different things. So I kind of killed two birds in with one stone. So by 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, I'm ready to go and do my things. Or sometimes I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning by 8 I'm ready to go. But I try to spend 2 hours for myself, and then I go from there.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, beautiful stuff. What about I guess the next question, has COVID-19, based on your business and what you do, has COVID-19 affected what's going on?
Uh, a little bit. I can't really say for me, and it's almost selfish to say that it has been a blessing because I was so busy and busy. Sometimes it was a 50 hours a week and 60 hours a week. So I was able to reduce my time and spend more time re-evaluating my life. And even I still do a lot of consulting for the engineering side. So I wanted to reduce my time there to really invest more time on my clients on personal development. So I'm readjusting everything. I'm redoing my websites. I'm kind of hidden right now because I'm rebranding my name because it's two companies. Mediation has to stand alone, and the business consultant is a different. So I'm kind of working in that area. So yeah, it has affected me. It has slowed me down. But again, I use every opportunity to grow. So this season I'm rebranding, and I can't wait to release the website. So like this 2 hours ago, I was working on that, and hopefully in less than a month, I will be out again.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Yeah. What about your vision? What's that vision that you hold for your company at the moment?
My vision is to help leaders to transform their lives and bring people with them to this new life, which it's I call the level 10 living. It's live a life on the fullness and based on your passion and your God-given talents and your skills. So when we put those two together, if you're on the level 7 and passion, but you're level 5 on God in your skills, I work in that area. It's kind of, I actually do a graphic showing where you stand based on your own information, and then we see what is missing. So when you are in a 7-7 scale, you're leaving a lot of things behind. You're leaving a lot of money on the table. You're leaving relationships on the table. So when you live in a 10-10 lifestyle in every area, it has to be every area, you're not leaving anything on the table. That's when I call a level 10 living experience. It has to be a daily experience, which requires a lot of work on your side, discipline. It's never perfect. It's never perfect, but it is a mindset. I'm going to do the best that I can to go to the next level, because what I did today, it's not enough for tomorrow. That's right. The day has 24 hours. Time is a very important thing, right? You live moments and time. So the time goes. So I have my moment right now. We're having a moment, right? And then tomorrow has to be another moment. So I have to create my time wisely to have a moment like this with you that I can grow and learn from you and also inspire other people to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about learning the moment that you have right now, it's going to go away. So is that moment or that time wasted or not? So I work with clients for them to learn what is your goal, what is your purpose, what is your desire. Let's live on the high performance so we can achieve our destiny. So my company name actually is Destiny Advisors, because my goal is to help you to fulfill your destiny. And also sometimes when you're already there, you lose focus on your purpose. You lose focus, especially with money, right? Sometimes you make so much money and you allow money to be the boss, and you are the boss, not the money. So when you have a lot of money, you need to remember, my destiny was not ever have money. Money is the byproduct. My destiny is fulfill my purpose, which is transform lives or help the poor or help my own family. Even for a mom, maybe her purpose is to raise that child, and that child is going to be the next president of the United States. So the purpose is individual. The definition of success, it's always individual. But you have to know what you want and then go after that.
Yeah. So when it comes to because I've talked to a lot of people who help others, and most of the clients what I guess, what's your experience? Do you feel like most individuals are really clear on what they want, or do you feel like most people are not so much? What are your thoughts?
I think 80% of the people are living a life by default, not by design. because they see successful people, right? I look at you and you're successful. I want to be like him. I don't want to be like you. I want to be the best of me. So I think most of the people have not defined the biggest problem that I see in 80% of the people. They have not understood their own identity. Who am I? Why am I here? And it's not, you know, don't take spiritual. You can take spiritual if you want to, but it is just nature, human nature, knowing your identity. That is the most important part. That's where we start our process. Where do you stand today? So if you don't know who you are, you're going to be everybody else but you, because it's so easy to be influenced by other people.
Mm-hmm.
And 20% of the people, they know who they are and they already reached that top. But sometimes we all do that. Sometimes we lose track of our purpose because we have so much now. We have so much money, so much influence, so many friends, so much of everything that we forget that we are the most important person in this puzzle of life, because I have to live my life. I can live anybody else's life. So that's also, these are the majority of the clients I work with. Let's go back where you started to find your true passion and not ever lose focus on what makes you happy. Your purpose, it's not making you happy based on pleasure, which there is nothing wrong with that, but it's your purpose. What is my destiny? Why am I here for? And it's very individual. It's tailored to every person. Never the same. Never the same. It's like your fingerprint. Nobody has the same destiny or the same purpose in life.
Mm-hmm. Love it, love it. So what is your, how would you differentiate between passion and purpose? Do you believe there's a difference between those two?
Purpose, passion, it's basically what I love to do. You know, for example, I love riding my bike, but that's not my purpose. You know, my purpose is to help people to grow in their personal development, right? So my passion is, for example, my passion, your passion is to help us, to bring us together, right? And then my passion is to help people. Some people, their passion is to help all the women to look good, to have men to look, have the perfect body and have muscles. So that is that is their passion, to look and say, I helped that person, she looks like that because of me. But their purpose, but the passion is, I like to ride bikes, but it's a passion. I love to have friends. So I think we have different passions, but usually the passions that moves you the most, like if you're watching TV and you see a child hungry, like sometimes they do those commercials and you started crying, there is a purpose behind that passion that's hidden in your heart. So my purpose could be, I need to raise money to help the children to have a better life, or I need to go there and give them love. So behind the passion, there is always a purpose. So there are different levels of passion, but the ones that touches you the most, that touches your core, your spirit, that's how you know there is a purpose behind that passion. So passion is, it's here, and purpose is deeper.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good, good. Awesome. I love that answer. Now, question becomes, so if someone wanted to learn more about you, what you're up to, and what you're about, what's the best way for them to connect?
For right now, the best way, they can email me through destinyadvisors@cox.net, or I'm always open to get through my cell number, which is 949-280-0871. Again, the company's name is Destiny Advisors. So, and the email is destinyadvisor@cox.net. I am very quiet with my Instagram account because I am bringing a new logo. So I'm not really active, which is bad. I know that, not being active in social media, but this is what is happening right now. So my email or cell number, it's totally fine. They can text message me and ask for more information.
Okay, good, good. Awesome, Rosana. Well, hey, thank you so much for making the time to be here today. Do you have any final thoughts before we end?
I am thankful for the opportunity, and I love the fact that you're bringing people together. And I think it's extremely important in the season that we have social distance, but we still can see each other, look each other in the eyes, and say, hey, keep moving, because this is just a phase. It's going to get better. It's going to get a lot better. We go up and down, and then flying together is a lot easier for everybody. So I hope everybody is doing well, and don't lose hope, because it's going to get better for sure. I know that.
Hmm. Love it, love it. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for making the time to be here. Thank you so much for sharing, and we shall talk soon, okay?
Sounds good. Have a great day. Take care.
Awesome. Enjoy.